Hello, true duelists. My name is Craig Fee, and as always, welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Update. We start, as always, with a look at the metagame. This past weekend was both the French and Danish Nationals, and now as I speak, I can feel the NA education flowing through my veins as I begin to doubt whether or not the Denmarkians of this earth are properly referred to as the Danish, or if I've forgotten some other country that's mixed in with Finland and Sweden and Norway called fucking Danopolis that's actually super secret, the Danish that I forgot about. But moving on from my apparent brain rot, we've got two nationals to look at, so let's get to it. Denmark Nationals was a smaller event with 138 players in attendance and a pretty diverse showing in top cut. Sprite was the most dominant with 18%, or in practical terms 3 showings in the top 16, with 2 apiece for Kashtira, Labyrinth, and Branded, as well as Super Heavy Dragon Link and Gold Pride Punk. Is this proof that the Danish are inherently evil? According to one Swedish man, yes. Yes, they are. MathMech, Flew on to Rees, and Pearly also made top 16, which gives my dumbass hope, which we all know is properly pronounced as cope, for thinking that Pearly could be viable in this format. Some things worth noting include the fact that 2 of the Sprite decks, including the second place list, were Runic Twin Sprite, and Flew made it to top 4, meaning we can officially hate birds again. The Danes truly are cursed. Congrats go out to the winner, Anton Joland. Now there's an H next to a J, and my Anglo-speaking ass is not even remotely prepared for that combination of letters, so I apologize if I got that pronunciation wrong, but I do believe that it's pronounced Joland. Sure hope so. Some things to note for his list include the main decking of both Shifter and Ghost Ogre, but as I understand it, Ogre is just too damn good versus Sprite to pass up, even if it does conflict with Dimensional Shifter. If you disagree, I guess you can argue with him, or go win a Nationals. Those are about your 2 options. And for the French Nationals, we had a much larger showing, with just over 2,000 players in attendance. Interestingly enough, the chart looks mighty similar. Sprite again with about 18% of tops, but this time with 11 out of the top 64. Kashtira again is in the number 2 slot for overall showing with 10 tops, and it's worth noting that in France there was a strong showing for Sprite all around, with some Melfi variants, some Runic Twin variants, and even Runic for Hire. This time around though, Branded takes the 3rd most top cut, and most interestingly, Vanquished Soul had 3 tops, with one of them even making it all the way to top 8. How much of this is due to unfamiliarity with the deck versus the strength of the deck and the player and the pilot and the trajectory of the sun in accordance to the viscosity of the moon? We may never know, but it's notable because that deck's not getting any cheaper. Congratulations, of course, go to the winner of French Nationals, Tristan Raymond. Or if we want to really piss him off, we could probably be really Anglo and say Raymond. But I'm going to at least try, goddammit, Tristan Raymond. I believe. Sorry for my inner NA-ness. And again, I don't know if I mentioned it, but both Anton and Tristan won with Kashtira. Does this mean that Cash is still the best deck? According to Doomers, hell yeah, brother. My guess? I mean, it might be. It wouldn't blow my mind. It can still do reliably enough the same things, just minus Diablosis, but even if I'm wrong, even if it's not the best, certainly a tier 1 threat, not something you could just ignore. It's something you got to be prepared for. So thankfully more tops are coming up, because you won't believe it, it's national season and duels are happening. Like the South American World Championship qualifiers. And fun fact, this sentence I'm speaking is actually more coverage than we can expect from Konami, or about equal parts. I'm sure we'll get a blog post saying the winner, and that's it. Can't wait to report on all that. Also taking place this weekend is, of course, the German Nationals, with over 2,100 players pre-registered to compete. And if Cash wins one of those, it'll be an easy sell on it being, the top dog of this format. And speaking of German Nationals, I want to give a huge shout out to Lampy Yugioh, who was responsible for the information I was able to pull for the Danish and French Nationals, and also for hosting the German Nationals this coming weekend. So huge props to him. Check him out on Twitter and on Twitch. This would not be half as good as it was without him. I am nothing without the community. Also of note, the weekend of July 8th will be the North American World Championship qualifiers as well, which I may or may not be going to. I've been looking into it. It's a bit pricey. I don't know if any of you care, but if you're going, I might show up, and I'll tell you whether or not that's happening in next week's update, because if I don't decide soon, not choosing is making a choice, isn't it? Also, big news is the officially announced sanctioned Time Wizard format taking place at the NAWCQ for the April 2010 format, which is a very fancy and somewhat long-winded way of saying that there's a fucking Edison format going on at the event, as graced to us by Konami. A good thing, and for some a very welcome breath of fresh air for the event so that they don't have to play in the current format. Because this is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Lord knows there are always someone somewhere complaining and hating the current format. Each and every one. It's insane. There's probably someone who hates Edison. And I hate you, whoever you are. Still, sanctioned Edison. That's pretty sick. Downright sicko mode. So no complaining about it in the comments. Otherwise I have to reiterate that I hate people. I don't want to do that. That's rude. For new sets, bringing some changes to the card game, we can look forward to Battle of Legend Monstrous Revenge. And thanks to early openings by Konami-sanctioned content creators, we now know the full set list for the majority of people's interest. We don't know yet all 25 quarter-century secret rares, but among the ones we know, you can look forward to some very sparkly versions of cards such as IP Masquerena, the alternate art of Sky Striker Engage, a new max rarity for Rite of Aramesir, Spiral Quick Fix, the first reprint of Bestial Lubellion is currently like $250 or something, and even more. For your non-quarter century secret rares, though, the money card of the set is, to no shock really, Assault Synchron at about $40 USD on Tier 0 games. No sponsor. A broken tuner is expensive. That's insane. Can you believe it? Change my name to Owen Wilson because, wow, that's insane. The new Duality card is also looking to be a little bit pricey and, you know, itching to be abused for $25 USD. And I don't know, the new Elemental Hero Fling Wingman Mega Mode Fire Guy version 2 technique or whatever the hell that card's name is like $6. So, you know, a nice drop-off for the most part. In regard to reprints, it's certainly a solid batch. Zeus gets a reprint going for about $20 on pre-order. Rite of Aramesir is $17. Water Enchantress is $10. The alt art for Sky Strikers Engage is $15 for the non-quarter secret. And the entire Punk Core is about $40, as opposed to it being about $40 for just one copy of Foxy Tune, I think is what it was for a while there. And if it wasn't, I'm just gonna gaslight you. Fuck it. It's not the price of it anymore. We're just gonna lie outright. Still, that's a number of engines that are now much more affordable for players on top of some solid new toys to be playing with. I personally was actually just thinking about how I don't want to spend $20 fucking on another copy of IP so I don't have to shuffle one between 18 decks. And let me tell you, I can't wait to pay $20 for 2 copies of it now instead. Oh boy, lucky me. And whether you're looking forward to picking up the singles on pre-order, buying yourself a box, or just skill pulling a quarter century secret rare from a single blister pack at your local Walmart, you can go ahead and pick the set up starting on June 22nd in the EU or the 23rd, depending on your freedom levels, because Canada doesn't fucking exist. And in some truly aggravating news, the OCG has revealed the date for when they'll be learning their next ban list. That's right, it's been revealed that June 25th, they'll get announced the new hits. I don't believe that's when they'll come into effect. They'll just learn the list, and then on the 25th, they'll also learn when it comes into effect. So they're getting clear and transparent communication in regards to their metagame. Can you imagine? I imagine every single fucking day. Instead, I just get to wait a few months. I'm aware I am now beating a pink mist that was formerly a dead horse on the ground here, but I really just want to reiterate, like, my God. Like, just a month. Can we just go back to, like, no sooner than April? Like, at least then I know. At least then I know. Oh, it's okay, though. I love game. And also this week, a quick mention that First 4 Figures has announced a Red Eyes Black Dragon figure. Unlike last week, I'm not going to go on a meme for, you know, how this affects the global economy, because sometimes you think of a bit and it does well, and other times you ramble about the global economy and mispronounce Latin words or whatever the fuck it is I did. I don't know. Either way, looking at first four figures Blue Eyes from the past, I'm guessing this will fall somewhere in the $150 to like $350 range. I don't know. I went on the site to look, and they told me that you can get a $10 promo code. You know, save yourself $10 if you sign up to their email and follow their Twitter. So, like, you can go get yourself $10 off it. I don't know what the price will be, and I could pretty well assure you that $10 is pretty negligible, but I actually own the first four figures Blue Eyes, and it's nice. I like it. I like the figure. I'm looking at maybe getting the Blue Eyes too, or the Red Eyes. What fucking dragons? I'm gonna buy the dragons. What a shocker. Either way, $10 is $10. Am I right, gamers? So you can save yourself the money, and I can save myself the time by moving on to the next segment. In community news, I'm fucking sleepy. This drops at 10 a.m. I'm filming at 1, and then I get to go edit it. That's the community news for you this week. I don't know, I didn't see a whole lot, and actually, I probably missed something, so I can only go through so much Twitter. It's not my fault. I'm just one guy. I'm just a regular dude. Falling apart and only mostly sleep deprived. Shoutouts to switching from nights to mornings. I love it. Oh, actually, you know what? There's community news. MBT Subathon starts this Monday. And I think I saw that the SuckOff series is going on with Farfa almost right away. I think second thing in the day. I think it starts at 9 a.m. California time probably, or wherever he lives. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, MBT Subathon. Poggers. And so that's all I've got. Let's wrap it up. Shoutouts as always go to the LIFD magnetic display. The best way to support my channel currently, and the true duelist approved way to show to the world that you aren't afraid to put your balls on the desk. Talking about your Mystic Shine balls. Don't misinterpret that. Please don't take away my sponsor. Or any other card you like. You put any card you want. And more than that, you don't have to display them on the desk. They also come with these really cool magnetic strips that you can apply to the back and then to your wall. So you can actually hang it up on the wall. Or maybe even put them on the desk face down, or on your ceiling, or on a bus. And then you can just leave it there and it's gone forever. I wouldn't do that, because I'm pretty sure that's vandalism technically, and you'd be, getting rid of a fucking great way to show off some dope cards. But I mean, it's you do you, man. I ain't your boss. Either way, whatever the fuck it is you're doing, you can save 50% on one of these by using my promo code, or have it apply automatically at checkout by clicking the link in the description. Thanks to LIFD for the support as always, and thank you for watching. And so that'll wrap it up for this week's update. As always, I'm your host, Craig Fee. You can make sure to subscribe to Yugioh Strats, because there's still 2 more new card. I'm doing more new card reports than anything else this week. And I forgot to plug them in the update. Who wrote this script? It doesn't matter, because now I get to ask you to subscribe at the end of the video when you probably stopped listening. I'm fucking smart. Either way, impress your smoking Italian wife, become a true duelist, and see more Marshtomp, the real star of the fucking show, by just hitting that subscribe button. And I'll see you for the next 3 days, at least, actually. 3 more videos.